Hello viewers, you are welcome to Amak Design Fashion Station. My name is Joy Fidio. Today I'm going to show you how to draft, cut and make a corset. But before we do, I would like you to hit your like button, subscribe and your notification bell. So let's get started. The measurement which has been displayed on the screen. Now let's get started. We measure 4 inches, which is from under bust to the half length, that is to the waist. Mark with 4. We measure the breast line, which is from the top of your bust to under bust, which is 7 inches. Then we measure your shoulder, which is from the shoulder to upper bust, which is 6 inches. We mark the lines out. Then this is the shoulder line. Then this is the waistline, upper bust line, and this is the shoulder line. Then we find out the breast point. This time we are going to use the half of the breast line, which is 7 half and quarter. That is a 7 3/4. We mark it. There is 3 3/4. We mark it out and draw the line. Then we form out the shoulder. The shoulder is 15, which is a 15 divided by 2, which is 7 and half. We mark the line. And the depth of the armhole is 8 and half. So we form out the armhole. For those who don't know how to form their armhole without the French curve, you mark 2 inches here, 2 inches here, then at the center of it you mark 1, then you join them together. Now we find out the teeth to teeth. The teeth to teeth is 7 and half inches, so we divide it into 2. We still have 3 half and quarter, that is 3 3/4. We mark the line out. So first we now think about the neck, how the upper part is going to be. If we are going to make it sweetheart, how deep we want it to be. This time I'm using 7 inches. But before we do that, we first of all mark out half inch at the center front. Then we now measure the upper part of the corset. We mark that 7 inches. So it all depends how you want it to be. If you want the bust to fully cover, you mark half inch at the top of it. If you want some part of the boots to show, you mark it, you put it at that is half inch out. So it can be drawn like this to come and meet the armhole. And but if you want it to be full, to cover up the bust, then you can draw it up at the upper part of it and join. So we are using this so that the bust will be covered. So this time now we need to form out the cup, how it's going to be. Now we measure at the down part of that is the under bust, at that line, we measure 1 1 each at each side of it, which is this. The same thing at the waist. Then at the top side of it, that is along the line that now we come to the under bust. The measurement for under bust is 30. Divide by 4 inches. We have 7.5, which is this 7.5 here. Then plus these 2 inches that was marked out here, which is making it 9 inches. The 9 inches, you mark it. Then plus that 2 inches allowance is here. 2 inches, you can still add by half inch again to it. That is 2.5 inches. Okay. Then we'll now come to the belly. The belly is 32. Divide by 4, you have 8 inches plus these 2 inches, that is 10 inches. 10 inches, you mark it out, plus the 2.5 inches, you mark it. So you trace them together. This time we have gotten the corset. Now we want to cut the neck, which is, I'm using 4 inches as the width, while 5 inches, no, 4 inches at the depth. Then you draw out the line of the neck as you may want it. So we now have to cut out this upside, which is the yoke. The yoke is going to be used when you need yoke, but if you don't need yoke, you can just use this side as the top of the. So let's cut it out. Please don't come over, 'cause you're not sober. Yeah, now you know that ain't right. If your dude knew you was coming over, that would be a problem. If our friends knew undercover love, and they would try to solve it, yeah. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Hey, please don't touch me like that, 'cause you know I'll react. Don't make me do that. I feel so foolish. No, breaking rules, and that's facts. So I'm done cutting. Now with number it so that you'll be able to know which side belongs to which side. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4. The yoke 5. And at the top of the yoke, always remember to remove half inch at the top. So the yoke. Now let's start the back. The back, you need to measure the 13 center back, which is the neck bone to the waist. This time, the person's measurement, you're using the neck bone to waist, which is 16 inches. So you mark out the 16 inches and measure you mark out the 16 inches, which is this line. Then you now figure the zip allowance. This time, if you are using zip for it, which is 1.5 inches. Let's be happy, yeah. Me and you, what we do. You mark it out. Then from that where it stops, you now measure your shoulder. The shoulder is 15 divided by 2, 7.5. You mark it out. Then depth of the armhole, which is 8.5. It stays between me and you. So you still mark out the armhole. You connect it. This time, you now measure the waistline. The waist is the waist. Now, to form out the dart, you find the center of the waist of the waistline. The waistline is 32. Divide by 4 is 8 inches. Then the 8 inches divided by 2 is 4 inches. So you mark it. You draw out the line. Then you measure 9 inches. That is the dart. Where the dart is. Then at the down part of it, you measure half inch at each side. Draw the line. Then the person's bust is 36, which is 9 inches plus this half inch, which is 10 inches. You mark the 10 inches. Then you now go to the waistline. The waistline is there is the 7.5 plus this 1 inch. That is 8.5. You mark the 8.5. Then you add 2 inches for the two. We always add 2.5. You mark the 2.5. And from this one, you mark the 2.5 for this. So I now add the 2.5 inches which I added at the down part. Then connect it together. So I have the back. Then the neck. Remember I used 4 inches as the width. Then this time I'm using 4 inches too at the back. Then the back now still depends on what you are doing, what you want to do. If you want the back to be high, you can use 2 inches and mark it out at the back. That is the yoke, because you still need to, if the person wants the back to be completed with the yoke together, this is what you have. But if you still want to use maybe net or any other thing at the back, you can still form out something else. Maybe if you want the back deep or not deep, you can just mark a line here and make it round. You can form out something by this. If you are making a round back, you can connect it to the armhole. If you are making it a V back, you can make it, and depending on how deep you want it to be, you want to make it deep, you can make it here and stop here. But this time, I'm using the full back together with the fabric we are using. So we cut it out. Always remember this length is half inch at the extreme end of the shoulder. So you mark it and cut it off. But if the person doesn't want you, the person wants it as just two, you can choose any of these back, either V at the back or round at the back. This time I'm using the round back. So this still remains the yoke, and you cut off here, which is it. So you still number it 1, and 3. So if you want to use nude color, maybe nude net or any color of net, you want to use plain lace at the back without lining, you use this one to trim the nude net with an extra ½ inch for sewing. Then if you are making then you can use this one to trace the fabric.
I've been waiting all night. Watch you blow up my life. Please don't come over, 'cause you're not sober. Yeah, now you know that ain't right. If your dude knew you was coming over, that would be a problem. If our friends knew undercover love and they would try to solve it, yeah. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Hey, please don't touch me like that, 'cause you know I'll react. Don't make me do this, I feel so foolish. No, breaking rules, and that's facts. If your dude knew you was coming over, that would be a problem. If our friends knew undercover love and they would try to solve it, yeah. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. And I know that when you come along, I'll be sure. If it's wrong, then tell me that I'm wrong. I don't care. It makes me happy. And if you're happy, then let's be happy. Then let's be happy. Yeah. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and
Now we are done with the cutting. Always remember to add ½ inch at each side that you are going to use to join. This is the back. you cut exactly the way it is because the allowance has been added. Then for the front part of it, you you add half inch here. You see how it is. This size that you are supposed to add just for the joining, add half inch at each side. So what you need to, the next thing to do is to iron it, iron your gum stay and hair stay. You use the hair stay for the body, that is the two sides of it and the back, while you use gum stay for the cuff, the lining of the cuff, and use hair stay for the fabric, that is for the cuff. So let's continue with the ironing. I'll come back to you. Now we are done with the cutting and ironing of the part. There's the breast side. You use wording for the cup itself. Then at the back of the main fabric, you iron your hair stay in it, while the lining you iron gum stay in all of them. Then after the ironing, you need to sew this way, join here, sew it round like this. The same thing applies to the second cup. Then you sew here, join here, and here. Then for the back, you join the dart, that is the end, joining it this way, sew it like this, and the same way with other side. We have joined the whole part now, like the cup. This is the cup. After joining, you tack, try to tack so it will make here firm. Tack and iron it this way. Then you now join it to this part. Make sure this line align with the line that you have at the down part of it. Sew it this way and this way. The same thing applies to the lining and the back. Just turn the back and attach the seam. We are done with the sewing and ironing. Now this is what we got as our result. So thank you for watching.